Hey everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter. Today I'm taking you to the Bellmore train station for a flea market, followed by an estate sale that you won't soon forget. Oh, the house needed to be cleaned so badly. Stay tuned. Today I'm taking you to the Bellmore Flea Market, which is located at Sunrise Highway at Bellmore Avenue in Bellmore, New York. And this flea market has everything. It has clothing, it has World War II memorabilia, it has new things, it has old things. I love this place. This was I believe, Moreau strainer colander with the star pattern on it. And I really liked it a lot. It was very pretty, but I have no place for it. Looking up sold comps, they run around anywhere from $12 to $16 or $17. So I left that behind. I did see this. I love this little Darth Vader belt buckle. They go for best offers off of $25 and another one that sold for $20, but I did not see how much that one was going for here at the flea market. I do love the Star Wars stuff though. I always stop for it because it just reminds me of childhood. I loved this hobnail Fenton cranberry colored bowl. That was really pretty. Sold comps go from anywhere from like 35 or 40. Another one I saw went for 37, but I did leave that behind. It was very pretty though. Very nice. There's all kinds of brass here too. This is a great place if you are interested in some of the brass items. That was a Northport Fire Department old fire sign and a poorly stained wooden box. I love Coleman. Coleman's always good. Although some of the stuff I've bought does not sell. This one sold for $20. I did not ask how much it was selling for. This was interesting. This is an Indian candle holder. When I looked them up, that was $50 there, but this one is selling for $218, and then a pair that sold for $18. So prices are all over the place. I would not pick one of those up. There's some Superman stuff. There's a lot of Superman stuff out. And there goes the train going by. There's lots of jewelry at this flea market as well. This is little fox or cat pin, very mid-century modern. They run anywhere from like $20 to $30 for these kinds of pins. I didn't ask how much this one was, but I believe on this table, some of the estate, they called it estate jewelry table, they were going for about $5. And the fine print on that sign said only on the black cloth. So all of those items were $5 each, I guess, including these belts as well. There's also a lot of toys, comic books I saw, and posters. So you've got a whole mix of things here. It's a great place to come and pick because especially at the end of the day, this was one of those blazing hot Sundays. And a lot of vendors had already left. It was like noon and people were packing up because it was just too hot here. I found this milk crate. I do love this. I love old wooden milk crates and crates. They're just so fun to see the writing on them and everything. This was for Woodside Farms. I did find one selling on eBay for $250, but no sold comps. Also, the typeface was different, and one said ink, the other one did not. This was a really pretty tray. I really like this a lot. I think it was pewter. I have sold Mariposa before, which is a nice brand. This one, I don't know what it was selling for, but I found one similar that was selling for $170, but no sold comps on that at all. There's also a lot of furniture here too, so be on the lookout if you're interested in furniture. This is another great place to find some interesting pieces. There's another chip and dip over here, and it looks like a Mariposa again. This one is made in India. I don't know what the price is on this one, but sold comps show it running around probably $18 to $20, similar ones. But I left that behind. I have sold them for, I love old typewriters, don't you? This is an Olympia for $60, and I found one selling on eBay for $180 and another that sold for best offer off of $200. So, maybe I should have picked that up. I'm not sure, but old typewriters are just so fun and so cool. There is a lot to find, including joy. I don't know what that thing is. This is more brass or something metal. I spotted this from across the way, and I love these old filing cabinet things. This one's a little bit worse for wear. It was $10, and others that are selling for about $50. Sold comp shows about the same price, $50 for a metal index cabinet, the old industrial ones. This looks like it was something from Walt Disney World back in the 80s. Someone wrote on the bottom of it. Another brass piece, though. Again, a lot of people loving brass right now, so be on the lookout. This is definitely a good place to find some if you're looking for them. Lots of fishing poles, too. And here's the World War II and other war memorabilia. There's some really cool pieces here if you're into that, and you can find a lot. This vendor I know is here every Sunday. Then I spotted this really pretty picture, and I was checking to make sure there were no chips or cracks or anything, and it says Tiffany on it. I was a little skeptical because I didn't see the etching of Tiffany and Company on it, but I did see the design, and when I looked it up later, I did see 48 of them for sale on eBay, which is a lot, and only one sold comp. So I did leave that behind. Then I spotted this really beautiful ladder back chair. It was gorgeous, really nice, and it had great rushing on it. And if you see them out in the wild, pick one up because they do sell. Chairs always sell. Remember that. Then over here, another. This is a Smith Corona typewriter, and they go for about $75. That first one had free delivery, so just remember that. But lots of typewriters today. I don't know. Interesting day here at the flea market. While I was in that neighborhood, I saw a ton of signs for an estate sale, and I had to go. It was in North Bellmore, so not far away. And when I got there, I walked into the garage, and I knew that this was more curiosity for me because I had to see the rest of the house. It was the third day of this estate sale, and honestly, I don't know how they were going to get rid of all of this stuff because there was a lot left and there weren't many people in here at all. It's room after room and floor after floor. It's a split level house, and I couldn't believe how much stuff was in here. It just made me want to come home and just clean and purge and get rid of stuff. I went from room to room, and closets, some closets were cleaned out, others still had a lot of stuff in them, and there were mattresses and beds and desks, and oh my, it was a little bit overwhelming for me, honestly. Over here, I did notice this Caliphone in the center, that cassette recorder, and they go for about $21 or so. This is one sold comp that I did find. There's an old metal box. Metal boxes like industrial ones, those old types from the 50s and the 40s, those are good things to pick up when you see them because they do sell. I did not pick that up. Although I loved this. This was beautiful. I don't know how much it was going for, but I did find a similar one online, but I didn't find the price to it. But it was beautiful mahogany. I mean, that's gorgeous. I'm surprised no one picked that up at that point. That is old. This is an old Bowlomatic game from I don't know when, probably the 60s. I did find something online. This one was selling for $125, and then I found another one that sold for $37 in 14 bids, but not interested in this one. Too much stuff. I mean, look around. I mean, people were picking through everything. There's fabric, there's sheets and blankets, and oh, Tweety. I didn't see Tweety. I didn't realize Tweety was there. It was just more of an excavation, but check this out, this closet. Yeah, then there's like an attic of death. I don't know. That kind of scared me when I walked past that. I'm like, did anyone pick in there, like go on their bellies and like crawl through? Creepy stuff. Lots of books, a lot of physics books, and I don't know if there was any physics of cleaning books because I didn't see those. A lot of old metal file cabinets. I did love that lamp. It's one of those quartite lamps, and I didn't ask about it. I didn't have a space for it, but it really was beautiful. And other similar ones, like this one is selling for $3.99. I don't know if they're going to get that for it. And then another one I found that sold for $100, and another similar one for $125. But nothing exactly like that one. And I loved that. It was so pretty. This is an old mid-century magazine rack that I found, a metal one, and I didn't love it enough to ask about how much it was, but other ones that I found online, they ran anywhere from about 25 to 27, and then like if you found like the beautiful atomic ones, $60. Like that's a cool one to look out for. The kitchen was filled with stuff, and I thought that was the Lennox Pinecone design, but there was no Lennox on the bottom of it. Not that Lennox sells, really. This is an old Pyrex cup measure, and I believe it's not one of the old ones. I do sell those quite a bit. I loved this old TV set, but they were using it for components. I would have made that into like a pet bed. And here's another typewriter. This one's a Smith Corona Coronet, and they sell for about $75. I don't know about that 215 one. I don't know what was going on with that because I didn't have free shipping. And then I went down to the basement, you guys. Yes, I was a little bit nervous by myself, but look at this place. It was, oh my gosh. The flooring was really cool. I do love that kind of checkerboard flooring from like the 50s. But wow, what a hot mess this is down here. It was like someone's workshop slash maybe slaughterhouse. I'm not sure, but it was kind of scary. Every time you turned around, you were like, wait, what's this? And yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. It was like, this is their family photo album. It's a scrapbook, but it's a photo album. And it's like, that I would have kept, right? I mean, don't you think, for historical stuff? I don't know what was in that box, and I don't want to find out. But yeah, then there was like this old weight scale from the doctor's office. Kind of wild. I had to leave, so I am getting out of here now. The company that was hired for that sale, they had to have that house cleaned out by that night, and I was there around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Could you imagine? I mean, I don't know how you clean that out that quickly. If you know, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching Long Island Thrifter. If you enjoyed this video, I think you're going to like this one next. Keep on thrifting.